How do I okay. Oh, I fixed it, I fixed it. Oh, that's good. Oh, here we go. Let's restart it. Restart it. Wait. Yeah. Actually want to see how the storyline is. Wait. When someone's watching it, is it better to have face cam here? Like say you're watching it on like a screen. Is it better to have face cam here or up in a corner like right there? I think I'll have it here for now. I'll have it here for now. Alright.
FORTNITE'S island has been consumed by warfare, and the battle for the wasteland is heating up. With a psychotic villain fueled by Nitro, a mysterious figure known as the Wanderer, and the return of Agent Jones, here is the story of Season 3 Explained. There has been a major battle going on between warring factions, led by Agent Jones and Hope. Originally, they started the Underground to take on a crime syndicate known as the Society. They're led by Oscar, who kidnapped Peely to hold for ransom, and in return, they wanted the location of Pandora's box. Behind every great leader is a scheming person, and this is where Valeria comes into the picture. She's the sister of Hope and co-leader of the Society. Her motive to find the box was purely power-driven, but she failed to realize if you open it, you'll unleash curses upon mankind. As Jones and Hope were dedicated to fighting the Society and getting Peely back, Valeria was busy tracking down the box. It turned out that Jones knew nothing about the chest, making the ransom node useless. She had to do it herself, but her search was successful. Taking the island by surprise, Valeria opened Pandora's box. The box unleashed Greek mythology on the island, and this is what thrusted us into an ongoing battle between Zeus and the Underground. Peely had been saved, but Hope turned her attention to a threat that wasn't just fighting them, but all of humanity. Zeus was furious and demanded that all
What did Midas have to do with it?
This led to months of war, until finally, at the end of Season 2, we foiled his plan. Because of this, he sent out multiple lightning strikes, and that's how Pandora's box charged up to release a giant burst of energy. Now the sandstorm was approaching, ready to wreck the island and to bring Season 3.
Wait, what does Midas have to do with it?
As the sandstorm swept through the island, this mysterious ship crashed into it. On board, an evil presence was preparing his army of marauders for warfare. From the throne room atop his ship, we meet Megalodon, the self-proclaimed Lord of the Wasteland. He's a juiced-up apex predator who wears this unique armor. He powers it all with a mysterious orange liquid. This flows through his veins, fueling his powerful fists, and we call it Nitro. Megalodon is obsessed with this resource because it's also used to power his ship, the Leviathan. After crashing into the island, this gigantic boat ran out of juice, and now the fuel gauge is stuck at 0. This proved to be the first obstacle in Megalodon's plan. You see, this place is a joke to him. He literally wants to raze it to the ground once his Leviathan awakes. So to begin his evil plan, he enlists the help of the Machinist. She's the center of all things Nitro and runs the refinery at Redline Rig. This giant engine-shaped factory is mining into the ground, collecting resources, and turning it into fuel. A chalkboard at the rig shows exactly how the Machinist refines this Nitro. We also learn its early names are Fast Juice and Speed Goo. Clearly, this is a new resource, and the rest of the world doesn't know about it yet, making it very hard to get your hands on. That's why the Machinist is so important to Megalodon's plan. Without Nitro, he has no power. As a result, new pipelines are under emergency construction, with the flow going straight to the Leviathan, letting them refuel and ravage the island. This season, we have no choice but to stop him after he made a massive mistake, revealing his evil plan on a live transmission.
I am the voice of the wasteland. I am the last thing you see before the darkness takes hold. And that sad mountain monument to the banished gods. Your only god now is me.
What you just heard is referring to the aftermath of the ancient Greeks and how their story is ending after the major battle. The tale of myths and mortals all came down to this, a fight between Hope, the Underground, and Zeus. The king of the gods fled to another realm. And so to celebrate, Hope and the Underground entered Mount Olympus. It is now claimed as theirs, and the throne of the once powerful Zeus has been defaced. Their uprising conquered the gods, but one creature is remaining. At the underworld, Hades commands Cerberus to stay behind. As we're asked, what or who could he be waiting for? He tells us that the gods have gone to find new domains, as his master left him here to prepare for her arrival. This unknown figure will arrive on the sweet summer wind and is described as the Queen. There's only one person who Cerberus would call queen, and that's Hades' wife, Persephone. That's right, sometime this summer she'll arrive and maybe help us defeat Megalodon. But right now, Hope and the Underground are turning their attention to the next threat. Only problem is, after Agent Jones
guessing
helped them in the
that's
uprising,
season 4 or
he's
something.
getting tired of fighting.
Jones.
With Donald Trump, the big fear is what comes next.
Navigating past adverts on your favorite websites is a daily annoyance for millions of internet users.
You're late.
I just dethroned the King of Olympus. I think I've earned some downtime.
First of all, we dethroned the King of Olympus. Second, no. I've been watching Megalodon. I don't like what I see.
Ignoring Jones's arrogance, they set their sights on Don, realizing that everything they work to save is at stake yet again. After unleashing Pandora's box with her sister, Hope feels guilty that this is happening and is determined to fix it. Jones prepares to help us with the Underground's plan as we train to take down Megalodon.
Just so you know, Hope here has a little bit of a habit of picking a fight with the biggest bully she can find. So, we should make sure that we are in fighting shape.
The man's a full-blown wannabe tyrant. He wants to take the island, and he might just be strong enough.
We begin to prepare supplies, but Hope gets concerned with something her surveillance equipment is picking up.
I heard something out there I really don't like.
Like, bad something or bad something?
Just chatter, I hope.
Whatever it is, she's not a fan. But after defeating gods and the society, this seems like a threat they can probably take on. Just right now, the Underground's gonna need some help. Wastelanders like Russ love the chaos of the desert and thrive on living dangerously. Don is now a threat to this lifestyle, and Rust is gonna sacrifice everything if it means stopping the destruction. The same goes for Bright Bomber, who watched as everything she loved was buried by the sandstorm. With nothing left, she's been forced to adapt to her environment and has evolved to Bright Raider. They'll join us in the fight against Megalodon and the Machinist as we battle for control of the island and use Nitro to our own advantage. As for the Society, their leader Oscar has gone into hiding. The fall of their organization ruined his life, but he's decided to not hold a grudge. Sure, he's ready to claw back everything he's lost, but he also believes that anything you could topple doesn't deserve to stand. In rebuilding his society, Megalodon also poses a threat. After all, there's only one spot at the top. He even says Tiger vs Shark. I'm curious how that bout would go. So how will this play out? We're currently watching as the battle for the Wasteland begins to unfold. We'll have to pick a side, choosing to back the Underground or Megalodon and his Marauders. It feels like Fortnite's building him up to
hopefully
surprise
there's an
us.
exclusive
Now we
emote
know
for it.
someone 10 times more powerful is about to show their face. The secret outfit is a crossover, which would normally be written off as nothing to do with the story, but this time it's different. Magneto has embraced the Wasteland, inverting his cape to fit the weather conditions, taking up spike gauntlets and armor from scrap. This reinvention of himself means he'll contribute to the battle and take us directly into the future of the storyline. We know for a fact that Season 4 will be focused around Marvel superheroes, the second time this has happened in the storyline. There's a strong chance that Magneto will help us fight against Megalodon and take Nitro for himself. Maybe he realizes that this is just the start of the threats against the island, noticing how it's been the center of the Omniverse since the beginning. It's possible he tells Professor X about his findings and the X-Men are sent to the island. Or
What
maybe
characters do you
Magneto
think will
is
be in
revealed to be a
season
villain.
4?
He could give away the island to evil forces, causing the X-Men and Fantastic Four to swoop in. Marvel has been essential to the story and how it functions, taking part in the downfall of the Imagined Order, rescuing the Paradigm from the Ice Moon, and protecting the Zero Point from outside invaders. Now they're returning, and the Wasteland seems like our final stop before they are unleashed on the island once more. It is one of the mysteries that'll be solved in Season 3, while another is just starting. At the summit of the Snowy Mountains, a secret bunker has been constructed. It's impenetrable, and something or someone is hiding in here. Well, some think it's a teaser for a crossover, bunker bunkers have historically been part of the storyline. From the very first ones in 2018 that led to the Imagined Orders Bridge, to the redacted doors that revealed Dr. Sloan's lair, they've always had significance. This time around, it could be related to Magneto researching the island before he leaves and enters the wasteland. Or it could be someone else entirely. Around the island, residents have been spraying graffiti on the walls, whether it's worshipping Hope or demonizing Megalodon. But one artwork appears time and time again, and that belongs to the Wanderer. This cloaked figure is becoming the largest mystery of Chapter 5 as we scramble to uncover their identity. It isn't just graffiti they show up in, we recently spotted them riding alongside Megalodon and his posse of marauders, which could imply they're on his side. The question is, are they truly here to help us or ruin us? And that leads to a more exciting mystery. Are they even human? Could this be a god who stayed behind to protect mortals, maybe a superhero or a mutant? In fact, what if they are the ones hiding in the snowy mountains, waiting to walk out of that bunker door any day now? Let me know what you think in the comments. It's been Tommy, and keep it here on Top 5 Gaming.
I don't think we're gonna actually get to see anything until like season 4 though. So that's like another couple weeks. So then hopefully release the vote suit soon, like actually have like the vote suits and be able to change the numbers for it.